So she starts the performance with the enter and collected canter. And the judges will watch the canter when she comes in and the halt. And as you can see, this halt is very good, straight and square and also immobile. So started in collected trot, and now the first extended trot tries to get the full impulsion from behind, and was extended trot with much expression. And also the judges will see how the transitions will be from collected trot to extended, and from extended back to the collected. So a very steep half pass through all the arena to the right, and another one to the left. And here you can see the very well crossing of the legs of the horse, and also how the horse is keeping the rhythm. This was very well done. Now the first rein back. Before the rein back, the horse has to stand still on all four legs, square, and has to show a very supple and relaxed diagonal rein back. So the next extended trot, and immediately after the extended trot, transition to the passage. And now we will see a good swinging passage. In this case, maybe a little more activity behind, but the rhythm was okay. So then the first piaffe, horse should show 12 to 15 steps. I think this have not been enough steps, but the transition was okay, kept the rhythm between passage and piaffe. And now transition to the extended walk. Horse should relax, and here in this case I would like to see a little more stretching of the neck, and also a little more over tracking in the walk steps. So the horse was still a little bit tight, but she managed it very well. Now transition to the collected trot, and preparing the first transition to passage. This was very well done. Immediately from the collected walk to the passage. Passage could be a little more elevated. Yes, piaffe. Not enough steps. Some more steps. Horse is well balanced, so there would be no problem to make some steps more. Now passage, and from the passage transition to collected canter. Worked very well. So now the collected canter and preparation to the changes every second stride. So they should be straight, and from my point of view they are very straight and very well placed on the diagonal, and very solid without any problem. Now extended canter, and here you can see a well done uphill tendency. Maybe horse was a little bit stiff in the back. You could see it by the swaying tail. Now zigzag, and you can count always 6 to the left, 6 to the right, and the flying change. And so I have a little bit problems with the leading forehand, and also the flying change was not always quite safe. Now changes every stride, a little bit swaying, and as you could see, one change was not through behind. That means a deduction of the mark. So now on the center line, the first pirouette, Okay, should be at least 6 straight strides, clear canter, flying change, okay, at X. Well done. And the second pirouette was slightly large, was not quite centered. So now transition to trot again and extended trot. So horse is very active behind, and also in extended trot should be over tracking of the hind legs, the imprints of the forelegs. So well transition, and now the last center line with the combination of passage. Well done. A little more activity behind would be nice. Same in piaffe, and also horses coming slightly behind vertical, so the pull was not always highest point. Okay, transition, kept the rhythm. Now passage. The neck was slightly short, should be a little more elevated.
Wunderkind.